I've seen a lot of people on the various social media platforms not wanting to talk about Johnny Depp's ex-wife. I'm not even going to use her name anymore. I myself am not doing any more videos about her. This one is more of a PSA, I guess you could say. Or just, an open letter to whoever gives a shit. Or is wondering maybe why I'm not going to, talk about her, or why others don't want to talk about her. And there are some who will continue to talk about her as long as there's any little thing to talk about. And I'm with Darth News on this one. He said this in one of his videos, and I 100% completely agree. I mean, there may be little things going forward. Well, actually not little, but maybe unless something really huge happens, like Johnny gets an injunction against her, or they actually go back to court, or something big. I don't want to put it this way. I can't anymore. It has made me physically ill, physically sick, to where I'm actually very concerned about my health right now. I don't know. I feel like there's something going on in my body that I'm unaware of, or only slightly aware of. So, and yes, I am talking to my doctor on the 7th, and then blood work will be scheduled after that. And I'll feel better once that comes back, the blood work comes back, and I know what I'm dealing with, or if I'm dealing with anything, or if it's, I know the pain's not in my head, but I just need to know exactly what I'm dealing with. Is it my costo? Is there something going on with my heart? Or I don't think it has anything to do with my lungs, because I can breathe fine. But I need to know, is my ulcer back? Whatever's going on, I need to know. But that being said, I have enough stress with my daycare. And y'all can probably hear it in my voice. Even though I slept like 10 hours last night, I feel tired. I did some painting this morning. I'll work on again later. But after I record this, I'm going to lay down and watch a movie in my room, because I just feel tired. And that's not normal. So something is going on. And I think a lot of it is because of just the constant. See, I almost said her name. But that person it's very triggering. Talking about her is it's very triggering, and brings up a lot of memories of things that survivors like myself have gone through. And for the entirety of the trial, I bet other survivors out there like me relived some of the trauma in their memories, stuff that we have worked hard to overcome. And it will affect your health. And for that reason, and it's not any disrespect to anyone else that is still talking about her, it's just, I can't do it. I can't. I'm not unfollowing anybody or unfriending anybody or whatever. I just choose to scroll past. Today there was a couple of things that I felt I wanted to retweet, I felt that they spoke truth. It wasn't about her so much as it was about not giving her attention. We aren't all going to agree on this. Some people think that we need to continue to, um, quote unquote, prove her wrong. She's already been proven wrong, in a court of law. Just because she doesn't accept the verdict doesn't mean the verdict is wrong. I guarantee you, if she had won, oh, things would be so much worse than they are now. But Johnny won. And he's been moving on. And he has, I think, in that response that, when he addressed us, I think he's asking us to move on as well. We don't need to defend him. And if you want to defend him, I personally think we should promote his tour with Jeff Beck, his projects with, on the Discord channel, his movies. We can support him in his life and him helping him to push forward, because you got to think, why would he want to scroll through social media and see her name everywhere when he has fought so hard to get away from her? We're not doing him any favors. I think, honestly, I think the reason a lot of, bigger YouTube channels, and like, Darth said, there's no disrespect meant here, because I follow a lot of the bigger channels that have been covering all of this. And I mean, my channel has less than 200 people on it, and I value those people. I value all of you, and I hope to grow this channel, but I don't want to grow it on Johnny Depp's hurt. I will not grow my channel. I refuse to try to grow my channel I refuse to try to profit in any way, shape, or form off of Johnny Depp's pain. I won't do it. If that means my channel doesn't grow, then my channel doesn't grow. I won't do it. I really do think that, I mean, a lot of the bigger YouTubers, and again, no disrespect meant, but it's been making them a lot of money, for the last, several years, and especially the last few months. I think they've been making a lot of money off of all of this. And as long as they can continue to promote themselves, I think some of them will choose to continue to talk about her if it gets views, if it gets revenue. And I don't agree with this. I get it. I mean, I get it. Make your money. I do. I get it. I do. I get it. Johnny Depp's made a lot of people money over all of this. He really has. He deserves a cut from it all. I don't think anywhere that I've profited off of it, because, like I said, I mean, look at my channel. It's so small. Um, but I actually, as I said, this channel is very small for now. But over on Facebook with my narcissistic abuse survivors group, there's now almost 7,000 followers on the public page. And I've been asked not to talk about her. They want it to be that nameless person free page. They want it to be a safe space, because it's very triggering. So I don't share videos where, you know, over there where I've talked about her. I don't share any videos um, where I continue to try and help them heal, because it is triggering and it is bothersome to them. And I'm not the only one suffering physically. You know, there's many in that group that have found themselves suddenly suffering uh, physical setbacks because of being triggered. And I'm not going to do that to them. So I'm going to respect their wishes and not talk about her over there. They don't mind supporting Johnny Depp, but to do so without her involvement at all. She's not allowed to be mentioned, nor are the court proceedings allowed to be mentioned on the Discord server that is Johnny Depp's community, for his own community of people, our little family over there. And I agree with that. It keeps the drama out. It keeps, you know, it keeps the it keeps us from being triggered, you know, and because I gotta tell you, you can't, you know, I might even have to stay away from my Twitter for a while, until it dies down, because I get tired of scrolling and seeing her name. It triggers me a lot. I didn't watch the interview. It was hard not to see clips of the interview. But I didn't watch the interview because I don't care what she has to say. I don't give a flip. You know, I just don't care. And there are so many of us that feel that way, and there are so many of us that are just sick and fucking tired of her name. You know, she lost, she can't accept it, whatever. That's on her. And shame on the media and social media, they call it social media journalists, I guess they're called, um, for continuing to keep her in the spotlight. Like I said, I don't mean any disrespect, but why would you want... She's a narcissist, okay? A narcissist. She does not care what kind of attention you're giving her. It's free narcissistic supply. You're still giving her attention. She still feels important. And as long as we're making her feel important, she's going to continue to fucking run her mouth. Okay? The only way to get rid of a narcissist is to, and even then, it's may not, but the best way is no contact. And for those of you who feel like I do, and you're just tired of scrolling and seeing, you know, maybe support Johnny Depp on platforms that aren't talking about her. So maybe if you have to stay away from your Twitter for a while, because she's all over Twitter still. Although I am seeing it less and less, and I do want to say, the less comments that you reply to, the less that you click that little heart on post about her, the less she will show up on your feed. You know, because the algorithm will change what shows up. You know, so she'll show... I even noticed after just doing it for less than 24 hours, I already noticed a difference today. It's not, it's still there, but it's not. I'd say it's maybe, there's maybe a 10 to 15% less that I'm seeing of her today than I did yesterday on my Twitter. And of course, you know, you can I can go to the Discord channel and talk with those people and not have to hear about her at all. And then, of course, on my Facebook, in my Facebook page there, for abuse survivors there, we don't talk about her. So find safe places if you need to. But I am definitely one of those who is just so... And it's not just a mentally worn down from her. I mean, that's the case too. It's a fucking physically, emotionally worn down from her. You know, it's triggering. And it will affect your health. You can't continue to, especially if you're a survivor, you can't continue to put yourself in that line of fire. You just can't. It's like, it's like, okay, there's this path and there's all this broken glass on this path, and you've walked this path before, and you know it's going to fucking hurt, and you're going to bleed, and you're going to have healing time. But now you get through that path, and there's another path, and it's more broken glass. And continuing to talk about her, continuing to read about her, you are choosing to walk through that glass again. Not me. I'm done. I'm done talking about her. This is the absolute, unless, like I said, unless something major happens, and it has to be major, I'm not talking about her ever again. This is the very last video, and you're going to hear, and this video is more about, let's move on. Support Johnny Depp by all means. I am 120%, 1,000% on board with that. I will support him, but I will not do it by saying anything about her, good or bad. I'm done. I'm just done.